They say it takes a village to raise a child, because children need a lot of different people to look out for them. Families can use all the help they can get. After all, no parent is perfect. That's why McCoy leads the Early Intervention and Prevention Initiative. We want to showcase all of the excellent programs in our city that help families learn and grow together. Because when we learn and grow together, we make our village a better place to live. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoy this episode of Our Kids, Our Families, Our Communities.
Hello, I'm Latasha Hudson, the Early Intervention Prevention Director for McCoy. Thank you for viewing Our Kids, Our Family, Our Communities today. Today's topic will be about youth civic leadership. I would like for my guests to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Weaver, and I'm the Teen Programming Specialist for the Indianapolis Public Library.
Hi, I'm Tim Nowak, and I'm the Program Director with Jamison Camp.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for being here today. You know, I love the subject of youth leadership because I always think about myself when I was younger and how important it is to develop those skills early on. You know, social emotional learning, everybody's talking about it right now. You know, it's about our knowledge, our skills, our emotions, and how we use those to apply ourselves and to reach our goals. Tell me a little bit more about your programs and how you're going about reaching teens today. So Kirsten, we'll start with you.
Well, we try and do a variety of programming that builds skills and learning while not always seeming like it's building skills and learning. So it may be a teen wilderness program such as we had this summer, or a photography program where the kids learn how to take photos on their iPhones that are professional quality. We try and have programs such as that so that then they learn skills that build up into those leadership skills that they need in other activities.
Wow. Well, you know, I think about the Teen Wilderness Program. If you told me, hey, I want you to sign up for this program, I'm like, why? Tell me a little bit about what kind of skills did they learn when they participated in that program?
Well, they learn teamwork and working together, and how they can take one skill and build it into another skill. You know, you learn to tie a knot. Well, what good is learning to tie that knot? Well, then you take that knot and you learn to build a shelter using that knot. And so that transfers to their other skills that they learn through their everyday activities. You know, they learn this skill here, and then that skill transfers to something else they're doing, and they build on that skill to make them better leaders and better people.
Awesome. And you know, technology is taking over. You know, everybody's talking about the iPhone, the new Androids, excuse me, all of those things. Tell me a little bit about how that iPhone, learning to take pictures with your iPhone, helps people build leadership skills.
Well, they learn those skills and it builds confidence. And confidence also makes a better leader. You know, we want our kids to learn skills that not only translate into better skills, we want them to be confident in themselves. Because when they're confident in themselves, they're going to do better in life.
Absolutely. Great. Well, Tim, I love Jamison Camp. I've been there several times for different team leadership activities. In my previous employer, we took the girls there so they can learn leadership activities as well. So I'm so happy you're here today. Tell us about your youth leadership program.
Yeah, so we have a youth leadership program. It's a longitudinal program. So by that we mean it's multi-year. So over the course of 5 years, teens are in different levels of the program, and they move up in those different levels and kind of make progress in their leadership learning, their social emotional learning as they are a part of the program. So so we really take kind of a broad approach to leadership. We don't say that it is being in front of others or it is about taking charge. We say that it is comprised of these 20 different leadership skills that include everything from teamwork to communication, problem solving, presenting in front of others, leading others, and caring for others. And so lots of skills that kind of come into the picture of leadership, and we take that broader approach to kind of help our teens over the course of time really understand leadership and also gain a lot of the building blocks that they need for future success in life.
Awesome. And leadership is important. You know, as we grow and develop, I know I haven't stopped learning. I'm a lifelong learner, and I think it's important for our youth to understand that as well. With everything that's going on in our society right now, why is youth leadership so important? Because some people start talking about youth leadership as early as 6, but we're focused on teens today. But why is it so important to them right now?
Well, I think that it's super important. So I don't know how we can move forward without focusing on our youth and on our teens. I think that we have to understand that investment of our time, our effort, our resources is investing in people and is investing in the future of our society, culture, and community. So I think that we can't just forget about these teenagers. Kirsten and I were talking about how it's easy to forget about the teenagers because we think that the others are cute, and then when they're adults, we are ready to focus on careers and all these other things. But they're so important, and so they're between the ages of 13 and 17. There's so much that is going on and developing that needs our time and our attention and care from us. So.
Right.
I agree. They definitely are. It's a little cheesy, but they are the future. We were teens, and now we're doing jobs where we work to better our community. And our current teens now are people who are going to be working to better our community in the future. And if we don't give them a good foundation, how will they do that?
Absolutely. And the Indianapolis Public Library, it's like a staple in the community. You kind of start there, going to get books, and you start reading, and you kind of fantasize about this life that may not be your own, or you might just read about topics that are important to you. So tell us how the Indianapolis Public Library is like all of the different branches and locations are focused on helping our youth.
Well, we try and do programming at all our branches. I plan system-wide programs for all 24 of our branches. So we are spread out and we are easily accessed. Every program at the library is free. No teen or adult or child has to pay for a library program. And we do everything from craft programs to bringing in, authors to visit. So we try and provide access to things that people may not normally have access to.
Great. And do you just go to the library website to sign up for the different programs?
You can call your local branch to find out more information. You can check our events calendar on our webpage, which is indypl.org. That's indypl.org. Just ask your local librarian, talk to your librarians. We love to talk.
Awesome. Well, also for our viewers, we'll show the website information on the screen here later in the show. So Tim, tell us a little bit about the Youth Leadership Program. How do I sign up?
Yeah, so for us, we really try to be sure that program is an incentive and something that our teens, our youth can reach to strive to in their time with us. So we actually run that program as an outgrowth of our summer camp program, if you will. So our youth first has to come to summer camp, and when they are old enough, when they're 12 years or older, they can be recommended by staff in summer camp to be a part of the youth leadership program. So starting point is summer camp, and we want our families to start there and to enroll in summer camp, and then coming in with the goal of being a part of that program. The youth leadership program is a big thing for our kids, and they really work towards eventually getting that recommendation from a counselor and being a part of the program in the future. So.
Great. And we don't know early on what our leadership skills are going to be. What are some behaviors or activities that a youth can actually participate in now that help them start developing those leadership skills for the future?
Well, we have lots of activities that we do at the library, obviously. And as I said before, we like to kind of teach skills while not always being obvious about it. So we currently are doing programs working with the Young Actors Theater, where they're teaching how to make videos for YouTube, how to do improv and devising, and stage makeup, and work together to help each other with that. And those teach skills. Our improv devising teaches our kids to think outside of the box and on their feet, spur of the moment. Our making YouTube videos teaches them how to plan and how to implement that plan, and how to go from an idea to a product, which is a valuable skill. We also are doing a series, at least once a year, we have an author come in where their books talk about a serious issue. For instance, we had Jason Reynolds and Brendan Kiley come in March. They're the authors of All American Boys. And we're having Angie Thomas in, the author of The Hate You Give, in next March in 2018. And we give the kids an opportunity to talk to them and to ask questions, and to ask questions in a safe place, because the topics that are predominant in society today do not just affect adults. They affect our teens too, and our teens have questions and they want to talk about these issues, but it's not always easy to find a place where they can ask their questions, and the library is a safe place for everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important for our youth and our families to engage, to be a part of things, to sign up for that program at the library, to do summer camp, to just to engage and to continue to grow and develop that growth mindset that kind of continues to stretch us, because that's really the building blocks. There is being able to do those things that that stretch us outside of our comfort zone and make us a little uncomfortable, but get us experiencing the world in a little bit different way. So I think a really important thing is to start to look into where you can, go ahead and fit and try something new. So.
Awesome. At Marion County Commission on Youth, we also have a youth activity directory that you can access to for programs that can help with leadership as well as other youth activities. Tell me a little bit more about you as a youth. If you want to reach back to your young self, what kind of advice would you have given your high school self, thinking about where you are today and where you were then?
Gosh, I mean, I think I would say that, it's just really important to, like I said before, like stretch yourself and do something you're not comfortable with. So, it was easy when I was, a teenager to stay in my zone, to be in my lane, and not to really stretch myself. But I think that's really important. I think it can look like a lot of different things, but continue to stretch yourself, continue to try, stay engaged, and stay at what you're doing. It's not going to be perfect every time, but keep trying.
Awesome.
I would say I would have told myself to try everything, even if I didn't think I was going to like it, whether it's food, activities, meeting new people, public speaking. I would say try everything, because you never know what you're going to be great at unless you try it.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank our viewers for watching our show today. Is there any other comments that you would like to add before we sign off?
No, thank you for the time today.
No, thank you for having us.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for watching our kids, our families, and our communities, and learning more about why youth civic leadership is important to our community.